Hi, everyone. Hey, Drew. Hey, Zanna. I wish I could be there with you in real life.
I know, we do too, and hopefully soon.
Very soon.
Okay, first up, we're going to the temple of beauty hacks. I mean, what happened before TikTok? Like, I
How
feel
do
like
we know anything?
How? Okay, now the beauty Bible, Allure, reports that the latest beauty trend goes against everything that we know about applying makeup. The hack says to put your base products on in reverse. So moisturizer first, then light layer of powder, setting spray, primer, and finally apply foundation. Michelle, what is going on?
This has actually been something that's been done quite a bit, especially for people who do stage makeup. So we actually had an editor try it, and it's great for some people, not excellent if you're anyone who has dry skin, though, like me. So for someone who has oilier skin, what it does is that it creates this really matte base. So everything that you put on over it just has amazing staying power. So for someone with oily skin, I would definitely try it. Dry skin, we found that it kind of like cracked a little bit and was not pretty. Zanna, what do you think? Would you try it?
I'm so not a candidate for this one. I have the driest lizard-like skin. I would just crack in seconds. I'm like always fighting for the glow, and the idea of putting a moisturizer on first and then a powder on top is just counterintuitive because it robs all those great hydrating benefits. However, exactly like you said, this is great for someone who has a much oilier skin.
Yeah.
Wants maybe like the perfect selfie, the perfect canvas. But for me, no, that would be like kind of conditioning my hair and then shampooing after.
Oh my gosh, that is a perfect way to put it, Zanna. Because I'm dry skin as well, although I still have the chin of a 15-year-old. So I don't know what that's about. All right, Michelle, your story.
Yes. So Hello Giggles reports the latest trend for thicker, longer hair is rice water. And it's not new at all. It's actually an age-old tradition practiced by the Yao women of China. They only cut their hair once at the age of 18, and they have such long, beautiful, lustrous hair. They use rice water to cleanse and condition. It's full of amino acids and vitamins B, C, and E. You just rinse white rice, retain that starchy water that's left over, and then massage it into your hair and your scalp.
I cannot wait to try this. My hair has changed so much after 2 children, and I'm really open to so many new things that I just didn't need before, so I cannot wait to try this.
Okay, Michelle, I have to talk to you about your Instagram because it's filled with the most incredible nail art that we all die for. I even DM you, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on now? So in honor of your amazing nail art, we've got one last TikTok nail trick. Okay, so you can apply a tiny hair clip to your finger so the polish doesn't spill over when you're painting it. Have you tried? I've not tried this, but I am really game for doing it right now.
By the way, this kind of hurts.
This actually, but you know what? It actually really helps. It does work. A little painful, but yep, not painted the table like I usually do.
Okay, Michelle, I am very excited because we've got one more read from Michelle's team at Allure. And it's a list of innovative Asian-owned beauty brands that you can shop right now. And it includes products from Charlotte Cho's Then I Met You and David Yee's Good Light. Now, this is so important, not just in this moment, but as we stand by the Asian community with love and support, but also in every moment as we continue to work to embrace everyone in the beauty industry. And Michelle, you have been such a leader for all of us, and I admire your leadership at Allure. You took a 30-year-old institution and totally expanded what beauty looks like there. And I was wondering if you could talk about what your approach was for that, because you changed the game.
I think for me, when I started at Allure 5 years ago, a big part of our mission was really to redefine beauty and also redefine what's beautiful. And at the time, you know, magazine covers were not very diverse 5 years ago. So we started to do some really diverse and meaningful covers. Back in 2017, we had Halima Aden, who's an amazing model, in a hijab on our cover with the line, "This is American Beauty Now."
I remember.
We declared we were banning the term anti-aging and had Helen Mirren on our cover. Last year, we had Billy Porter, who became the first man ever on the cover of Allure. When it comes to Asian representation, prior to 2018, there were 2 Asian women on the cover of Allure. It was Lucy Liu, your friend Drew, and Olivia Munn. And so post 2018 now, we've had 8 Asians on our cover. And so that is not by accident. That is because we really focused on and prioritized diversity in our coverage in a lot of different ways, not just Asians. It really was diversity in every sense. So, as you were mentioning before, it's like in the Asian American community right now, we are all really devastated by what's happening and this rise in violence and attacks. And I think a lot of us have been asking, like, what do we do?
Yeah.
So I think for us at Allure, like, our part of that is to tell our stories and to humanize us as people and as a community, because right now we're feeling like we're invisible, like we're not seen, and that we're honestly still seen as other and as foreign. So for us to be able to tell these stories and humanize people and to include stories, honestly, of working class people too, like salon workers, that's super important. And it helps to show that we're not all the same and we're not other. And that has a really lasting effect.
Well, Michelle, you're also part of the nonprofit Gold House, and with the devastating rise in violence we are all witnessing against Asians, they've set up a way that we can all help protect the AAPI community. Can you share this, please?
Yes, definitely. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Gold House is one of the organizers of the amazing AAPI Community Fund GoFundMe. And so Gold House and CAPE have vetted a whole bunch of these grassroots organizations. So they're going to distribute this fund out to some of these groups. You can find out more at gofundme.com/AAPI. It is a truly, truly worthy cause.
Yeah, and I reached out to you right away, Michelle, and I knew that we wanted to do something right away here on the show and take action, and I reached out to you, and you so generously pointed us in the right direction, and we posted everything you suggested immediately. And Zanna, will you please tell us about the incredibly generous donation that Milk Makeup made?
Thank you. Well, at Milk Makeup, we have always championed inclusivity and diversity from the get-go. So obviously we wanted to basically create awareness for all these amazing organizations who are working so hard to stop Asian hate. So we donated $50,000 to the same organization. It's so important to us. And not only that, but to help with the representation. So on our socials, in marketing, in the outward-facing platforms, we need to be representing too. And we like to think we always have, but we will only continue to support this. For me, I feel very honored and lucky today because I get to call you my friends. I love you guys so much, and I'm really excited to be here with you today. And everyone at home, you can join us. Please go to our website to find out how you can support Stop Asian Hate. We've been running it for weeks. We're going to continue to do so. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Zanna.